How to set up a pricing calculator for gutter cleaning. So right now I have a demo of gutter cleaning. I just have some very basic formulas, some very basic variables. I'm going to go ahead and build this from scratch and we'll go right into it. So you have a few different ways of doing it. You can either do it from scratch or you can start with AI. I might show you the AI version real quick just to show you kind of how it would work. So let's say start with AI. You basically describe, if you're going to use the AI, you basically describe the questions you want to ask to the AI and then it'll build it out. So I'll start with format it like this: gutter cleaning service, ask the square footage of the house, gutters. We'll say number of sides with gutters, uh, number of stories, and then if the customer wants downspout flushing. This is by far the best way to get started. I almost always recommend to start with the AI tool because that's going to do, it's not going to do perfect, but it's going to give you most of what you need. So I love that it fills out the service highlights too. Okay, cool. So you can see the variables it added was the square footage of the house. It's a number, perfect. Number of sides with gutters. One side, two side, three sides, four sides. Perfect. So far, so good. Number of stories. It's got one story, two stories. So you see here, I'm just going to go ahead and add the option for split level. And then I'm also going to throw in the option for 3-story, even though 3-story is pretty rare around here. Okay, and then downspout flushing. Downspout flushing, let's see, it said it as a checkbox. I'm just going to go multiple choice. Actually, I'll go drop down, and then I'll say yes or no as the options. Yes or no. Okay, we'll go 1.2. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and save it. And then let me go check my formulas. Sometimes it's a little bit weird with the way it does the formula. Okay, so we got all these other services. Here's the new formula I just added. Perfect. See, here's the old gutter cleaning. Okay, now let's go open it back up. And sometimes, yeah, you can see it adds this other formula. I don't like the way it does the formula, so I'm going to build my own formula. And I'm just going to take the square footage. I'm going to multiply it by the number of sides with gutters. I'm going to multiply it by stories. And then I'm going to multiply it by include downspout flushing. And I'll set a minimum price of 150. Maybe we'll go, yeah, 150. I'll say 175, tariffs. Maximum price, I'll leave that empty. And then now let's go through and just make the formulas good. So we got square footage. We're going to multiply that by whatever this number is, which I'm probably going to update that. This will be 1. This will be 1 point. Let's go 1.4. Let's go 1.7. And then here, let's go 1.9. Number of stories. You got 1 story. It's the base price. I actually, 1 stories are so easy. I think I'm going to go 0.8 right there. And for 2 stories, I think I'm just going to go 1.4. And then for split level, I'm going to go 1.2. And then for 3-story, I'm going to go probably 2.5. Because, if it's a 3-story house, it's pretty high up there. You got to break out the big ladder. So it justifies that higher price. Downspout flushing, we'll keep that how it is. And then what we're going to do is set our base number. So take 1,000 square feet. Let's say let's start off at like just 0.2. Okay. And so now that we got that formula built, let's just go ahead and test it out. And then let's head over to the call screen. We've got our new gutter cleaning. So this is the old one right here. So this is the new one. I don't have any icons here. I just made a video showing how to do icons if you guys want to set those up. Let's say it's a 2,000 square foot house. We've got gutters on the front and back. Let's say it's a split level. And then let's say we want the gutter flushing done as well. I'm going to skip the lead intro for right now. Okay, we're given a price of $806. Okay, So it's pretty expensive, 2,000. So of course that's why you do your testing. So now is where you basically, now that you have the core variables added, you just go through and tweak it, and you just think through as many different options as you can. So you take 2,000 by 0.2. What does that leave us with? That'd be 200, I think, or 400. And then you multiply 400 by number of sides with gutters, which was 2. So you're taking 400, multiplying by 1.4, multiplying that by, okay, so yeah, I can see how that price got pretty high. So maybe we would cut this down even more and make this 1, 2. So we'll take 12%. And let's try that again. I'll enter all the same info and see if that's a better number. I think 800 is a little bit too high. So let's see here. Head over to the call screen. Let's see. Gutter cleaning again. 2,000 square feet. I think I said 2 sides last time, so I'll stick with 2 sides again this time. We'll say split level again. Downspout flushing, yes. Skip the lead into 484. Okay, that's a bit more accurate. It still might be a little bit high, but that's all dependent on how you run things and how you do your pricing. But that's all there is to it, guys. Very simple. How to set up a gutter cleaning price. Again, I didn't get into any upsells here. That's all. I'll touch on that real quick since I'm this far into the video. You guys might be interested in that. If you do want to add an upsell, maybe you want downspout flushing to be an upsell. What you could do is just cut it from the question here and then come up here to upsell items, click add, say downspout flushing. And then this is the way this is set up is a percentage of the price. So I'd ever like to do spot on numbers like that. I usually like to do like something like 11.5 or something that just makes it harder for the person to see how you came to that number. I don't like it to be super predictable or easy to understand from the customer's perspective. This would be sort of, I guess this would be kind of as an upgrade, I guess, tooltip to use water. Okay, cool. So that's how you would do the upsell. So I'll go ahead and save that. Now, I'll also turn on the measurement tool as well. Sorry, guys. Hold on, boy. I'm just recording a video right now. I'm almost done, though. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I'll be done in only like a minute. Okay, so we've got the 11.5 for the upsell. Now let's go ahead and save that. I just want to show you guys real quick how this works. I'll also turn on the measure tool, and this would be square feet. Save it again. Okay, cool. Now let's head back over to the call screen again. Test it out again. Gutter cleaning service, 2,000 square feet. Say we got 2 sides, split level, downspout flushing. Oh, I took it out of the equation, but I didn't remove it from a question, so that's why it's still asking the question. All right, skip the lead pricing. Okay, so you see the price is a bit lower now that that wasn't on there, but now you'll see recommended add-ons, downspout flushing. All right, and you can see it has the descriptions that we added, and a customer can choose to add it if they want. It adds $46 to the price. They don't have to. If they're in the military, they can get their little discount added in there as well. And then in this case, if they're in the military, they say, oh, I'm getting downspout flushing for free pretty much, right? Because you're in the military. Right? So I don't know. Just one little thing I wanted to show you guys. That's really all there is to it. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.